So this is my one string challenge number 5, my guitar one string challenge number 5. If you haven't watched the first 4 video installments, the first 4 challenges, you need to go back and watch those first, especially because the 5th challenge, the one I just played, is a combination, a compilation of all 4 challenges that I showed you before. Challenge 1 on top of challenge 2 on top of challenge 3 on top of challenge 4. Now these can be played on any kind of guitar. I'm playing on a classical right now. You can play on a steel string, on an electric. You can play finger style. You can play with a pick. You don't need a book. You don't have to read music to play these. You just have to memorize the pattern. If you play with your fingers like this, like I am right now, make sure to use a walking motion like this. If you play with a pick, make sure to use a down and up stroke, down on the fingered note and up on the open string. As you've noticed probably, each pattern has a fingered and an open string. Fingered note, open note, fingered note, okay? So play downstroke on the fingered note and upstroke on the open string note, okay? Now, just a quick review of the 4 challenges before I play the 5th one again, just so you understand how they're stacked up together. This was the first challenge. It looks and sounds something like this. I'm using just the index finger for this one in the 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, and it goes like this. Now I'm keeping these fingers curled up just so they don't get in the way visually. Make sure you don't do that when you play. Keep them open like this. I'm just trying to show you that I'm just using this one finger here, okay? So how many times was that? Well, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 4th one, you just stop. And notice I'm not stopping for every little mistake. Of course, if you make a lot of mistakes, you want to stop and start over, but you shouldn't stop for every little buzz as you practice these challenges. Challenge number 2 was the same thing. It built on the first one, so we have 1, 1, 1, 2 right here, the 2nd finger in the 8th fret. So that one looked like this. Challenge number 2. Okay. Challenge number 3, we went here, 1, 2, pinky. Okay. It looked and sounded like this. And challenge number 4, we had 1, 2, 4, slide that 4 to the 12th fret, slide it back to the 10th fret, 2, 1, 1, 1, open. So here's challenge number 4. Okay, so obviously challenge number 5, as you saw at the beginning of the video, combines these 4 in one run, like so. Challenge number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so without stopping then and without talking, now some of you may be wondering, why is this called a one-string challenge if I just played this challenge on all the strings? Well, simply because it's movable. So you don't have to play it on all the strings, but might as well. But it is a one-string challenge because each pattern stays on just one string. So the way you should practice this is like I did at the beginning of the video, like this. Now the question, the obvious question here is how fast or how slow, what tempo, what speed should you practice this at? Well, obviously first practice it slow while you learn it and get comfortable with the pattern itself. But once you know the pattern, how fast should you practice this for technique, for improving your finger dexterity, for improving your speed and your comfort, level of comfort, all of that. Well, how fast? Well, here's how I'm going to answer that question, and I answered that question in one of the previous videos. You should practice this at the speed that allows you to feel unrushed, still comfortable. Your hands are not getting tense. It doesn't feel like it's about to fall apart, and you're not making a lot of mistakes. So you should, once you know this well, by learning it, by playing it slow, you should play it at a speed that allows you to remain comfortable, your body, your hands, your shoulders, no tension anywhere. Also, mentally, it should not feel like it's about to fall apart, okay? Because then it might fall apart, right? So don't practice on that edge all the time of it falling apart. Sometimes that's helpful, but not all the time. And also, very important, play at a speed that allows you to play it as clean and mistake-free as possible. Okay, so I think that about covers it. This is the guitar one string, my guitar one string challenge number 5. Combining the first 4 challenges all together. I'll play it one more time. If you have any questions or comments, you can write them at the bottom. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. You're welcome to do that. Thank you in advance. And practice this every time you play for a while until it gets comfortable, and then you can combine it with challenges that are coming up. I'm going to go up to 10 or 20 possibly, and we'll see what happens. All right, here goes one last time. All right, have a nice day.